Hello and welcome back to the Shattered Balance series for Crusader Kings 2 with the HIP mod. We are the Duke of Thessalonica here and also of Epirus. In the last episode we conquered one more county, bringing us a little closer to our goal of forming the Kingdom of Thessalonica. Though right now we are in some danger of losing some land on succession if that was to happen, since we have Gavelkind succession and 2 duchy titles. I would like to change the succession law before we form the kingdom title, because if we form the kingdom title it will reset the has reigned for at least 10 years condition. And we'll have to wait another 10 years, I think, before we can change the succession laws. Whereas we can do it right now if we satisfy the other condition of having no vassal with a negative opinion. That could be kind of a problem though, because I think we have some vassals that are pretty unhappy. Notably this guy. We can take care of one of our vassals though. This is the guy we have cause to imprison, but we don't in fact even need to imprison him because we should be able to plot to revoke his county. Or not, apparently we can't. Maybe that's because he's in hiding. But if he comes out of hiding, we should be able to plot to revoke it. In the meantime, though, I guess we'll have to just do what we can to improve his opinion. I don't really like our chances of being able to get the -91 guy in particular above 0, but we'll give it a go, I suppose. We have a reasonable amount of money, so we can afford to spread some around, increasing people's opinions. That will not get him above 0, so we'll have to give him a title, which we have only a couple left, actually. I can release this guy from prison. That will increase his opinion somewhat, and also my other vassals, incidentally. Which is also useful. Oh, those are his vassals. So it is only this guy left. And I think even with a gift, we're going to be well short 26, 36 from an honorary title. Well short of getting his opinion into the positives. So I think our best course of action is probably to try and kill him. Though he has quite a high intrigue score himself, and he is a master schemer. But we'll give it a go. And we can bribe his Mystikos, I believe that's Spymaster. Hopefully should be able to get her in. Oh, we're at speed 1 here. Let's increase that for a start. Oh, she's already backing a similar plot. Well, that's good. 138. We're not going to be able to get it above 200. In fact, is she already in my plot? Yeah, okay. That's fine. Alright, so hopefully if he dies, his son, or whoever his heir is, will be more amenable. Okay, great. The other option, of course, is to use our Chancellor to increase his opinion, but it would require the event to fire several times. So murder will probably be quicker. This is my son. Pretty far down the line, so we'll just give him to somebody to educate. I suppose we could give him to this extremely grumpy man. You know, with the opinion bonus from that, and also a bribe and maybe 1 or 2 improved opinion events here, we might not even have to kill him. We'll keep the plot in motion anyway, because if that fires first, might be easier. During the last year or so, your daughter has been spending a lot of time with the members of the local monastic order. You have also noticed that she spends many hours per week in pious prayer. Then one day, she approaches you asking for your permission to dedicate her life to Christ. Okay, she would be the second in line. She's an okay character. And better, actually, than the person who would be ahead of her. Though probably she won't end up on the throne anyway. Most likely, my other son will have a child first. I think we'll allow her to do it. So he has a 50% chance yearly to increase opinion. Oh, but we are about to try and kill him by poisoned wine. So if this plot fails and I'm discovered, it's going to reduce his opinion greatly, which will mean that we will just have to kill him. Oh, in fact, we've increased his opinion now. Or did we? Oh well, never mind. Whoever is the... no, he's 100. Minus 100, because I'm his rival, apparently. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to murder again. I can barely hold it in. I'm in the middle of an important meeting with a foreign dignitary, and this man keeps going on and on without stopping, so I can't just excuse myself so rudely. But I really need to urinate really badly. Screw politeness, gotta go, gotta go. Lose 5 prestige, or just bear through it, just bear through it. I have a feeling this might have some negative but hilarious consequences, so I think I'm gonna choose this. Yes, the meeting with the foreign dignitary ended. The fellow finally shut up. I can quickly make a run for the chamber pot. Okay, gain 1 piety. That's fine. Unfortunately, we're only at 94% in this plot. Kind of beginning to regret my decision now, because we probably could have gotten his opinion into the positives. So he's going to be minus 130. We could give him plus 20 from educating a child. Really don't think it's going to be likely. That we'll be able to increase his opinion. So it's going to have to be murder. Not betrothal. We want education. He'll do. 3 pretty wenches throw themselves at you. 3 beauties at once. The only thing better than this is 4, I guess. Or I'm not in the mood for this. Gain 2 piety, lose 1 prestige. And a chance of losing the trait lustful. Well, we do have plenty of children, we don't really need to be lustful anymore. But why would we say no? Unfortunately, it seems 3 wenches were too much for you, and you exhausted yourself way too quickly. In other words, you were a bit too eager and embarrassed yourself due to your lack of stamina. Oh no. That will be a laughingstock. We are going to lose prestige and get lax stamina for less prestige and fertility, or say we have no regrets, which might give us the trait content, which we definitely don't want. So we'll just be a laughingstock, I guess. Oh well. We gotta aim for the stars, I suppose. Aim Aim for the stars and you might land on the moon, is that the saying? I don't think it's accurate from a physics standpoint, but I suppose it's possible. If a tree falls in the woods and there's nobody there to hear it, does it make a noise? We'll try to do this one. Try and make her diligent. Though I guess it doesn't really matter since she's a nun anyway. She became a brilliant strategist. Wow, a very brilliant strategist. Well, thanks to the wonders of gender equality, we can actually have her lead our armies, which is nice. The Order of St. Anthony. The Knights of St. Anthony came from one of the oldest chivalric orders in the world in 370. Disciples of Anthony the Hermit founded the Order of St. Anthony under the patronage of the Emperor of Ethiopia. Although they have kept a low profile for many centuries, this holy order has now resurfaced as a powerful force. Their stated purpose is to protect Miaphysite Christians from all those who would seek them harm, and to purge the land of infidels and heretics wherever they may be found. Saints who? Okay. Interesting. Good, so our plot here has gone up to 191%. I guess somebody else decided to join, so hopefully that will fire soon. Unfortunately, the heir already considers me a rival, presumably because I murdered close kin. Halima was introduced by a mutual friend, and we talked for quite a while. We had our differences and a few arguments, and we found common safe ground, and I began enjoying myself. She seems like a decent person. She or he? Probably he, actually. So we can become close friends, become bitter rivals, or... Oh, it is a she, sorry. No friendship was born between me and her this day. Why don't we become friends? That's fine. Got some free technology from Constantinople. And more so. Okay, we are committed. So I guess what I'm hoping for to happen here is for us to eventually kill his entire line, and somebody whose close kin I haven't murdered will inherit at some point. I really think, actually, the... Okay, good. And we weren't discovered. I really think the increasing opinion strategy would have been better here. But we can increase our culture tech. I guess we'll get legalism. Will allow us to increase to high centralization. May as well increase to low centralization right now, actually. Increase my possible domain size. Even more tech. Okay, so... I'm going to be the heir. Even better. So let's get another plot in motion. Hopefully it will be as easy as the previous ones. Apparently not. Looks like he might be close. I might try bribing him anyway. We discovered a plot where my friend Ignatius seeks to kill somebody. Who is this? My daughter. Why? We can send her into hiding, but I think I'll just ask him to end the plot. No need for that. She does need education as well. And actually we can use her for opinion. I'll give her to that guy, since he's the lowest opinion. I put too much hummus on my pita bread. The flavor is overwhelming. Lose 1 prestige. Oh, we can build an observatory. Yeah, this would be from our focus, I think. Scholarship focus. Probably should have done that previously. Let's go ahead and do it. I think this isn't the first time I've forgotten to actually take that decision for a long time. It should show up in the notifications, I think. And we gained a tithe, which immediately offsets the cost, or the majority of it at least. And then suddenly there is another heir. She's ill, maybe she'll die naturally. She also has -1 health from being weak. Maybe we'll actually change our focus to her heir, since he might be easier to kill. Well, apparently not. So my son lacks a guardian. Sure, that's fine. So I think if it's going to be a while before we can actually change our succession law, it might be better to just go ahead and form the kingdom title, because that would at least make it so that we wouldn't lose any land, though we would still lose a duchy title. It would be okay, I suppose. Not ideal, but if it happens, it happens. We can also, I think, plot to revoke this county now, probably. If that's not going to happen. Oh, apparently we can't. Is this not my capital duchy? Oh, it's not. Okay. Well, that explains it. Well, never mind then. Yeah, so one more county I think was what we needed for the kingdom of Epirus. Or were we going for Thessalonica first? Which are we closer to? Yeah, we just need one more for Thessalonica. And for Epirus we would need... that's the theme of Epirus. Yeah, we'd need several more for that. So one more county in Thessalonica will get us the ability to form the kingdom there. So I think we'll just go ahead and declare war for that county and form the kingdom title. Just to guarantee that we don't lose any land. We can claim his county for our vassal who already has a county. I think we'd rather just subjugate him so we don't end up with a double count. Though we could fix the double count by plotting to revoke one of his counties, which we would be able to do. We'll just subjugate him, though. And we'll just raise everything. Didn't actually check whether he had any powerful allies, but I'm not too worried about it. He's called a couple of people in. Nobody higher than a count, though. At least yet. Somebody over here and up here, it looks like. Fighting across the field, you see an enemy soldier cut off from the others. While you can't tell who, it's clear they must be a highborn noble. We'll charge. As we get closer, we realize the enemy is the Count himself. Prepare to die, or we can run away. Well, we'll try and kill him. We slowly circle each other, tense and focused. You scan him for any sign of weakness, any opening in his defense that you could possibly exploit. One mistake is all he'll get. We see a weak spot, a vulnerability. We'll strike. Tries to fight back, but we force our way through, easily overpowering his pathetic defense. You strike for his heart with all your might. He dies. Okay. He is dead. We gain prestige. Victory is mine. And his soldiers lose morale. Really think we should automatically win the war for that. It is the beginning of the battle. Well, not really, but... Okay, and your men face the enemy, ready for a fight. As you go around inspecting your troops, you happen to engage in conversation with one of your troops, a young, inexperienced squire. As this is his first battle, he is afraid, but also anxious to prove himself. You advise him, because we have the Wrath trait, we can tell him kill or be killed, remember that. Which I think he will do. Sounds like good advice. Okay, so that gets us to only 28% war score. Let's pile all our troops on the siege. Not quite enough to be comfortably able to assault it. Your observatory is finally ready. It is with great anticipation that you prepare to make your first observations. Okay, we gain +1 learning. So while the siege is happening, let's see if anybody is expanding. Anjou over here is still the largest power in France there. A relatively large kingdom over here, or a duchy. And we got our low centralization law through. This guy is looking relatively large. Oh, we have a very big realm over here. I think this must be partially tribal. Oh, maybe not. Only just one tribal holding. And over here, a very large realm. This one is mostly tribal. And Lower Volga as well. Okay, you made her hate me slightly less. Maybe that is a possibility after all. If our Chancellor does their job extremely well. So probably one more siege here will get us the victory. And that should allow us to form the Kingdom of Thessalonica. So let's go ahead and do it. There is an argument to be made for waiting in case we can get her opinion positive and therefore change the succession laws, but I think I would rather play it safer and make sure we don't lose any land. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay then. That is going to do it for this episode, so thanks for watching, and join me again next time.